let's talk about one of the most important parts of self-help. In this video, I'll explain how all this inner work that we're doing can truly become the most meaningful thing that it can possibly be. Self-help content can be so incredibly useful. It can lead to such beautiful things like self-improvement, healing, hope, personal growth, understanding, motivation, positive ideas, and so much more. First off, I just want to give you a shout out for being interested in that world. If you're watching this video, that means that you care about self-help and personal growth, and that is super commendable. Not everyone feels that way. There are so many people in this world who are just content with mediocrity or the status quo or complacency or hopelessness or carelessness, but not you. You are trying to improve, and that is not only beautiful, but it's incredibly badass if I do say so myself. Why is it badass? Well, you are allowing yourself to be confronted with some stuff. Self-help is not all sunshine and rainbows, as you well know. It can be fun sometimes, of course it can, but it can often turn into a psychological mountain climb or a trip through mental death valley or a deep dive into an emotional undersea trench. Self-help content can offer you new ways of thinking about things that will shatter old paradigms that we've been in for a really long time that feel super uncomfortable to break. You're challenged to stare into the darkness, to shift your perspective, to conquer a demon, or to change a habit, to go into battle, to address a pain point, to resolve something from your past, or to lift something heavy, to stretch out of our comfort zone, to ask new questions, or to find real answers, to admit where you are wrong, to make scary moves, or to knowingly get lost in a dark forest. Do you realize how incredible you are for doing any of those things? Those things take a ton of energy, but still you seek out the self-help content, still you persist, and still you scale the mountain. I hope you see that self-help isn't just some cutesy positive hobby, but it's also an actual workout for your heart and mind. So with all that said, how can you turn your self-help journey into the most meaningful thing that it can possibly be? Well, it's important to realize that while you are the main beneficiary of all that inner work that you've done, you should not be the only beneficiary. Now that you've put all that work in, it's your job to do your best to actually be that higher self that you've been training to become this whole time, and then to take those lessons that you've learned and use them to uplift other people. The healing, growing, and improving that you've been doing is not supposed to stay locked up inside of you. It's supposed to show up in who you are as a person when you're out there living life. This world is hurting, and it needs all of the helpful, positive, uplifting people that it can possibly get. And you are one of them. You can make a difference, and the world really needs you to do that. Every time you see a terrible story in the news, just think, if more people in that person's life were kind to them, this may never have happened. You can be the one to have the effect on the world that brings down the total level of terribleness and destruction and awfulness that people experience by bringing what you are, by bringing the beauty of the things that you've resolved in yourself out into the world to broadcast that energy and truly make this place better for everyone involved. Humanity really needs energy like that. You have that energy. Please, please go out and give that energy to humanity. Imagine someone decides to renovate an abandoned lighthouse on a rocky shore. The keeper says to the contractors, "I want the strongest of bricks, the safest of foundations, the comfiest of fireplaces, and the brightest of beacons." And soon, it's one of the greatest lighthouses on the entire coastline. Now imagine that when the storm comes, the keeper doesn't light the beacon. The most important thing that you can possibly do is to light your beacon. Now let me give you some concrete and actionable ways to do that. You can use your wisdom to help someone who's going through hard times. You can use your knowledge and creativity to help solve a problem in this world. You can offer assistance to those looking to solve a problem of their own. You can donate to a cause that you really believe in. You can mentor someone who needs a guide. You can join a movement that improves life for a group of people, or you can start a movement yourself. You can uplift random people that you interact with during your day. You can be kind when someone is rude, because that means that they're hurting inside. You can give the benefit of the doubt. You can buy the food for the person in the car behind you at the drive-thru window, because that's always an awesome move. You can call your local school and sponsor an underprivileged child's lunch for the rest of the year. You can defend what is right, even if you stand alone. You can do the right thing when you know what the right thing to do is. You can teach the right thing when you know what's right. You can start a YouTube channel where you broadcast your positive ideas. Or you can go vegan to reduce animal suffering. You can be an all-around better friend, parent, citizen, or spouse. And lastly, you can just be a beacon of goodness in the world. Now, if you didn't hear something on that list that spoke to you, I trust you to come up with something that you can do that leverages your self-improvement journey to help uplift humanity. When we get better, we can serve better. We are not just on this planet to improve life for ourselves, but to help improve life for others too. That's basically our responsibility if we have the knowledge and wisdom to serve. Not exactly sure how to improve humanity? No problem at all. Here's all you need to know about how to get clarity on this. Ready? The world needs to trend in a positive direction. Take anything that you know that can help with that and start taking action. Don't lock yourself up in the potent library of your own mind. Start lending out the books you have so other people can grow from them too. A nurse wouldn't ignore a person choking in a restaurant if they knew how to save them. There are plenty of people out there that are choking in a restaurant right now, and you know CPR. I suggest you use it. If somebody got lost on a road trip but you knew the way, wouldn't you help them? Absolutely you would. I know, because you're here watching this video. You're the kind of person who cares about humanity. So go use that knowledge and that wisdom and that energy to go help humanity. That's why you're needed. Use your mind to serve others, to become an agent of positive change. Heal, grow, elevate, and then broadcast, uplift, and create. For all the growing and healing and improving that you've done, wouldn't you agree that your knowledge and wisdom could really help someone else? The world is hurting out there. We see it every single day on the news, and we deal with it in real life when people are rude to each other, which is just unaddressed pain in their lives. The world needs all the good that it can possibly get to help turn that stuff around, and you are a wealth of that helpful energy. Even if you don't agree, even if you don't feel worthy, and even if you don't feel original. No one cares about that stuff if you have the power to uplift humanity, which you absolutely do. Now all you have to do is make sure you get out there and actually use it to uplift humanity. If you can help, help. If you can uplift, uplift. You have everything you need to get out there and start making a difference. Be encouraged and use your inner journey to go help the outer world. Go be the person that you've been healing. Go be the person who's grown. And go be the positive influence that you're supposed to be on this planet. Remember, do something that makes the world a better place this week. People need you. You are the better echo. Subscribe, like, get a sticker at the link below, or watch one of these, and I'll see you next time.